title shot. All right, so let's take a look at the tail.
He's got an extremely tall Oscar De La Hoya at 5'10 and 135 pounds, but he's very tall, enormous 5'7 like Nunez. Of course, that reach complements his height, and this is really another factor that fits into his greatness.
As we take a look at the rules of the California State Athletic Commission, no standing age cap for this fight. There is a 10-point must system in effect. The 3 knockdown rule is waived. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell except for the last round, and the fighter cannot lose a fight on a headed back. De La Hoya getting ready, warming up, and getting ready to introduce the fighters now is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, the physicians at ringside, Dr. Robert and Dr. Adam Carnes. Timekeeper at the bell is John Lichty. Introducing to you the judges for this main event, Dick Young, Jose Cobian, and Fritz Werner. And fans, here we go. This is it, the main event of the evening, a lightweight special attraction scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing black trunks and hailing from Sacramento, California. He weighed in at 135 pounds with a record of 10 wins, 4 losses, 3 draws. He has 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Angelo Nunez. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing red trunks with green trim and fighting out of the east side of Los Angeles. He weighed in the same weight of 135 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he became the pride of the United States as the only American to win gold in the 1992 Olympic Games as a professional. His record 9 wins, no losses, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. With the number 8 junior lightweight contender in the world, welcome the young defeated pride of East LA. He's known as the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Once again, the referee in charge, leading the rest.
Simple instructions from referee Lou Moret. This fight is scheduled for 10 rounds. De La Hoya in his 10th fight already fighting 10 rounders. Certainly a huge favorite here this evening, but we'll see how Angelo Nunez does against him. De La Hoya, who turned pro with $500,000 as a bonus, a new car, a new van, and half of a down payment on a home to get him started. Not bad.
Wish that added up to be $1 million, by the way.
Not bad at all. And De La Hoya goes right to work with a right hand. Now, in watching the De La Hoya fight several times, Joe, I'm impressed with, as a youngster, the economy with which he throws his punches. I mean, he doesn't waste a lot of punches.
Can I tell you something, Rich? I saw this kid when he was 13 years old, fighting out of East LA here. Of course, one of my kids went up against him as amateurs. This kid has always been composed. He had a left hook at 13 years old that would have knocked down in the bed. So, he still has that great left hook, and of course he's a converted southpaw too. A lot of people don't know that. De La Hoya is a left-hander. That's why that left hand of his is so strong.
And then we saw a double left hook by Oscar.
But I got to tell you something, Rich, and I want to hand out the credit right now. He's got a tremendous trainer in his corner. He's got Robert Alcazar, and I want to say it in case before anything happens here, he has really improved Oscar. He's taken him to another level, and I think he'll be the man behind Oscar for the rest of his career.
He is co-managed by Steve Little and Robert Middleman.
Two very nice gentlemen. Of course, they take Oscar up to the mountains a lot to train for his fights up to Big Bear, California, where my brother has a training camp up there, of course. And Oscar really is a dedicated fighter, even at this early stage in his career. These are, very small fights for him in a sense. They mean a lot, but he goes up that mountain and stays up there for a month at a time, and he misses out on a lot of social life because of it.
Oscar said he was very happy to be able to fight not only here in Los Angeles, but to be able to fight on free home TV, over-the-air television, and it was something that he thought was an exciting prospect for him tonight.
Exactly. Some of the great stuff we used to love as youngsters were watching the fights. The Olympic out of him on local TV. And this is a real treat for the fans at home to be able to see. And this, believe me, this kid is something special here, Oscar De La Hoya. This is no fluke and no phony. This kid is for real, every pound of it.
De La Hoya moving in. He is a very accurate puncher. Nunez has shown on a couple of occasions he's trying to trade with Oscar. It was his plan, Joe, to try to back up Oscar De La Hoya tonight, but that game plan is not being borne out here, at least in round number one.
Now, how do you back up a guy that's coming right at you and attacking? I mean, it's pretty darn hard, and when you can take a man like Angelo Nunez out of his game plan, which was to come at De La Hoya, and you can make a monkey out of him, like De La Hoya is doing sense because he's made a miss almost every punch on Nunez's thrown, and De La Hoya, of course, has missed a few of his own, but he's quite far more accurate than Nunez.
Nunez is no statue in there. He is throwing punches. Albeit missing most of them so far, but he has rushed De La Hoya on a couple of occasions, and he's trying to make De La Hoya work as we come to the end of round one.
Las Palmas Salsa Mexicana has the true taste of made with fresh cilantro, serrano chilies, and no builder for a Salsa Mexicana taste that says just made. And now we introduce Las Palmas refried beans, and while Rosarita uses a mixture of beans, Las Palmas is made with 100% whole beans, the Mexican way. So for Salsa Mexicana and refried beans, viva Las Palmas!
People, man, it is different. What they like in Spain isn't what they like in France. Nobody likes the same thing. But how come everybody loves Volkswagen? Germany, France, England, Sweden, Finland, Japan. The new Golf is the best-selling car in the world. The new Jet is loved everywhere. You know, maybe people aren't that different after all. The new Volkswagen, the most loved cars in the world.
It's Fist of Gold Oscar night at the Regent Beverly Wilshire Hotel. And Oscar is the main event right now. Oscar De La Hoya in the white trunks. Angelo Nunez, his opponent tonight, in the black trunks. De La Hoya 9-0. Nunez 10-4-3.
Sorry for interrupting, but you know, it's so hard to keep an eye on Nunez because you want to focus so much on De La Hoya. Everything he does is so pretty. He's right in front of you a couple inches from you, and he's making you miss 4 and 5 punches at a time. And that's just something that a kid at his age is just phenomenal.
What were they telling Oscar in the corner between them?
Well, Robert Alcaraz told him to, Alcazar, I'm sorry, good left hook
by De La Hoya. Nunez took it well, though.
Yes, he did. He told De La Hoya to start using the right hand over the top and then follow with the left hook. And right now he's still leading a lot with the left, but he wants that looping right hand over the top and then the left hook.
You know, Joe, a lot of fighters, as they come up, you wonder about their ability to listen in the corner to the trainers and follow out the instructions. Do you think Oscar is a good listener?
Oh, it's no doubt about it. But see, most of that corner work that you hear, you know, all of that is already programmed in the gym. So all the listening is done in the gym, basically. And just a few tidbits you're going to hear in the corner, of course, are going to sink in. And Oscar's going to follow him. That's why he's progressed as quickly and as fast as he has, because he listens to the guys that can see it from the outside.
Nunez, as he came off the ropes, landed the left hook, and there's the right hand by Nunez, who is making De La Hoya work. But he's not in there to just fall down. Believe me, this is a guy who has come to fight tonight.
And this is what's going to make De La Hoya better. What's going to make him better is guys that will fight him. And you know, they talk about De La Hoya has not let anybody have any consequence yet. They say that they've beaten up guys that are of low caliber. But you know, I don't agree with it. You look at his record, you see you've got names like Joey Dorsey. Now he's a world champ. Joey Dorsey. You've got another Frankie Avila, Jeff Mayweather, who is a real clever opponent. Out of his 9 wins, he's got 3 of them. They're really strong competition. So, you know, De La Hoya is going to learn more about himself by fighting a guy that's going to fight back like Nunez here.
And Nunez hanging there with that left hook. What he likes to do here, apparently, is it looks as though he wants to rush in at De La Hoya, try to land a couple of punches and then out. But there, he caught a punch as he was coming in. A little short chopping shot by De La Hoya. Another left hook by Oscar De La Hoya.
He's starting to find the range for that 1-2 hook. That's that jab, right-handed hook, and he's landed it 2 times consecutively here. And that's exactly the right hand that Robert Alcazar wanted him to throw. Let's see if he continues to do it.
He He's got Nunez backing up, looking for that shot. Nunez stepping under a right hand and firing out of there with a combination of his own as we come to the end of round 2.
Para sus planes del día del trabajo, en AMPM estamos surtiéndonos con docena de Melody Kush por solo $5.99. Luego, para esta ocasión, compre su cerveza en AMPM si planea abrir su lata con una sola mano, desde la comodidad de su casa, por solo $5.99 la docena, que resulta más barato que las horas de golf o los boletos del cine. Buen precio y buena cerveza para el día del trabajo. Buen plan, ¿verdad? Compre más, gaste menos en AMPM.
Referee Lou Moret brings the two fighters out for round number 3 of this lightweight battle. Oscar De La Hoya in the white trunks, Angelo Nunez in the black trunks. Rich Morata and Joe Gruson live ringside at the Regent Beverly Restaurant. Knockout Diabetes night. De La Hoya aggressive here. Not too much in the way of instructions in the corner, Joe. Just a little bit talking to him about the way off jab a little bit more.
What Robert Alcazar wanted from De La Hoya, and he just said it one time again. He said the right hand from the outside. So he wants that right hand working. He sees that he's been finding a home for it. And of course, De La Hoya is going to find the range of that right hand because he's working a real intelligent jab. He really knows how to put that stick out and measure you with that jab. And that right hand will come crush you down upon you before you know it after that jab.
Angelo Nunez has lost his last 2 fights to Todd Foster and to Ricky Clyde, but those were both again decisions. He has not been KO'd in his career, and he is a live opponent here tonight.
Yes, and at the beginning of the round here, Angelo Nunez came out aggressively. Of course, a little bit too aggressively because he came in dangerously close with his head. But, kind of started out well, but faded back to a defensive posture.
Yeah, but he has done some good defensive work. He's getting out of the way. Punches of De La Hoya. De La Hoya managed to land that left hook. But, if you can get away from punches of De La Hoya's, you're doing a good job because he is known as a guy who is very accurate.
You got 10 rounds, and you're right about that, Rich, but after the 10 rounds, he starts slowing down. De La Hoya coming forward to the conserve energy. Those punches are going to start catching up and turning on you sooner or later. So Nunez is really he's got to get a little bit more respect from De La Hoya early. And what he's got to do is he's got to step in there, step up to the plate, and start swinging, Not unintelligently, he's got to be smart about it, but he's got to step in every so often and try to catch De La Hoya to some, otherwise he's going to be paying a rate in that night.
Nunez trying to trickle up with that jab. That's the more effect. And there's one. What you see Nunez doing is rushing in, firing off a salvo, then backing off. As he did there, but as he backs off that time, De La Hoya was ready for it and got him with the left.
That's right. And I would say you went to Oscar De La Hoya is probably one of the hardest guys in the world to hit square. Because when he steps back so long and ball is a long way, that you're already at a disadvantage. And then he turns to the side. He turns real well left or right on you. So it's a real difficult target, and it leaves you open for a counter punch from De La Hoya.
De La Hoya comes at you with kind of a square look, Joe, instead of a sideways fashion. Is that a good style, you think, in terms of defense? I mean, aren't you going to catch some shots that way?
Well, like that right hand of the body, yes. When you're more straight up to the guy, you're more susceptible. But then again, you've got more power from that stance in a lot of instances, Rich. And as you start closing the gap, the stance becomes more squared up than it does from the distance. So,
in the final seconds of round 3, De La Hoya is still the aggressor. There's the ball into the 3rd round. Nunez, live legs as he walks back to his corner, takes out his mouthpiece, sits down, and let's hear what they have to say.
wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Very quiet across the way. We go to Oscar De La Hoya's corner.
Dame el gap, a la derecha y a la izquierda. Necesita los dos golpes juntos.
Telling him to use both hands and go left to right.
let's go back a little bit in that last round, Rich. Here's Nunez trying to step up, drop the right hand to the body, misses with the left hook. There's Oscar countering with that little left uppercut. Here's Oscar pressing the action. There was that right hand. He kind of missed it there because it was off to the side of the screen, but landed that left hook right behind it. Here's Nunez slipping off to the left, coming across that right hand, but being deflected by De La Hoya very easily.
This is round 4 of this lightweight battle. Hope you fans at home are enjoying this special boxing event on LA's very independent channel 13 KCOP. Coming to you live tonight from the region, Beverly Wilshire and Oscar De La Hoya, the brightest, shining, upcoming star in the world of boxing, trying to add to his already building record of 9-0, trying to make it 10 straight victories here tonight. Nunez looked like he hurt himself a little bit.
He did. He kind of fell back like he jammed his arm or something. But that's De La Hoya again. What he does is he sticks those hands out and his arms out to block your punches steadily, and it can jam you. It can jam the shoulder, jam an elbow. So that was probably cause and effect for De La Hoya as well as what Nunez did.
Oscar looks just so solid, you know. He just looks like a guy who's going to be able to withstand a hard hit.
Guess what, Rich? Is he 20 yet? You know, he's a young kid. He's just really a baby. And I know Robert Middleman and Steve Nelson, the two managers, they know that they're going to bring him up slowly here because he is such a young man. But here's De La Hoya pressing the action here as usual.
And so in these fights, as they come up the courts, you get a guy who's trying to learn with every fight, facing different styles. What do you think he's able to learn out of this fight? What is he doing in terms of that learning experience?
Well, what he's going to learn is he's going to probably have to see what Nunez is doing is he's really splitting the wall left and right. And the most you can do is try to be a little bit more patient, not rush your punches, so you can do a little bit more.
There's a quick combination. And look at Nunez taking.
He took it and he came back and gave De La Hoya a good headbutt. And there's the result of it. His eye was gashed open, and this fight is not going to be going on much longer because that is a nasty cut right over the eyebrow.
It's the left eye that was blown wide open. I didn't see a cut. I saw a right hand come immediately after that. That's when I saw the blood fly out. But Joe saw the headbutt, but a right hand then caused the blood to fly.
And the headbutt was definitely caused by Nunez. He came in just like his now, barreling in. And I said it in the first round, the second round, he came in dangerously with the head early.
The blood is flowing freely. You can see it around the left eye, and it looks to be right in the left eyelid, which is a very, very bad spot.
See, it's right across the brow, slicing into the eyelid. You already saw Nunez wipe the blood away, and that's the danger. When it's right over the eyeball, the blood gets into it, blurs your vision. You already had a disadvantage with De La Hoya, and you got one eye, you're in big trouble.
Nunez, with all of that, did manage to land a left hook to the body there, but De La Hoya, even here, seeing the blood in front of him, is not going wild, not going crazy as youngsters might be apt to do. He's trying to line up his man, and even now, he's got that cut there, he's managing to throw a body shot.
Well, I tell you, I'm very surprised, and Lou Moret, of course, real great referee, has been around for many years, has not called the doctor in to check his eye, but I think he's going to do that right now.
They will between corners. Now they have called timeout, and they'll call for the ring position. Dr. Robert Collins to come into the ring to take a look at the eye.
Well, Lou Moret intimated to Nunez by hitting his hand on his fist that it was a punch, not a headbutt. We'll see what happens. If we can get to a replay on this. Let's play a look, Rich.
Okay, Joe, we'll take a look at what happened in that last round to cause that eye to blow wide open, and he is busted wide open.
There was an exchange here, good left hook, and Nunez came out of that crouch with a head right around, no, not there. Here we go, let's see what happens.
The fight is over.
The fight is over.
The fight is over. They have called it. That touch was too bad, apparently, for him. I did see a right hand now, Joe. As I mentioned, I didn't see the headbutt that Joe did. I did see a right hand. That's when I saw the blood fly out of the eye, the eyebrow of Angelo Nunez. And the fight between rounds has been stopped. Oscar De La Hoya has maintained his undefeated record with the victory. There's the gas wide open. We'll be back with the official announcement and the decision of this fight as it is stopped here between rounds. So stay with us and we'll be right back.
The other day,
Okay, we take a look at this fight, which has been stopped here at the Regent Beverly Wilshire. You see Oscar De La Hoya going to work. There's a tremendous combination by Oscar earlier in that last round as he took the momentum away, and you can see the blood already bothering the Angelo Nunez. De La Hoya following up, and there's De La Hoya, the winner. We are going to go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. now for the official announcement of this bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 4. Nunez receiving a cut. Referee in charge, Lumerin, takes the advice of inside position Dr. Robert Carnes. The winner by way of technical knockout, who is still undefeated, the pride of Vizcaya, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
The winner by TKO, Oscar De La Hoya, now 10-0 in his career, which is rapidly moving up, and it won't be long before this youngster has himself a world championship shot. The corner man of Angelo Nunez claimed it was a headbutt. There you can see that tremendous amount of blood as De La Hoya really followed up his advantage, and finally the fight had to be stopped between the 4th and 5th rounds. So Oscar De La Hoya continues on. He's standing up in the ring, waiting now to talk to Joe Dusa.
All right, here I am with Oscar De La Hoya, victorious. Oscar, let me ask you something. Was this fight a little bit more rugged than your men have thought at the beginning going in?
Well, you know, Joe, that fighters who have no experience, who are green, who don't have too many fights, are really tough to fight. You're not expecting to for him to throw a wild left hook or a wild right hand. And that's what happened. I mean, I was prepared and everything. I was waiting for the later rounds to make my attack, because that's what the great champions do, like a child, or let's say kind of hunt down the opponent and wait for the later round.
Now, I got to address the headbutt, because that was a nasty cut. Was it a punch or a headbutt?
I'm not sure what it was. I just saw the cut just open right away, and we were a far distance apart when the cut did open, so I believe it wasn't a headbutt.
Now, from what I understand, you're going ahead in the next week or two, and you got another fight coming up?
Well, right now I'm take some time off, take a little vacation, and my next fight will be October 30th against Valenzuela, which will be in Phoenix, Arizona on pay-per-view.
Of course, you got to throw that in pay-per-view. Everybody get their checkbooks out. Oscar, listen, you're always in tremendous shape. What's the timetable here for you in a championship fight? Are you looking for one this year, or is it going to take place next year?
Right now there's talk about me fighting for a world title shot in December when the new MGM Grand Hotel opens up in Las Vegas. And hopefully we'll fight there. But right now we'll take one day at a time, one fight at a time, and see what happens.
Of course, I'm here with Robert Middleman, Steve Nelson, his manager, and Robert Alcazar. And Robert, let me get you in here. How's it, you know, I've noticed that there's strong progress with Oscar since you've taken him over, training him physically and the way he looks in the ring. What's your secret with Oscar right now?
I think the major secret is which is more hard and which is work in, and I think we got the best players in the world to train. Our people will never go to training camp.
Well, I'm sure my brother will appreciate that one, Robert. Listen, Robert, I got to ask you, when you inherited Oscar here, you know, it seems like you changed his style a little bit. He was not so aggressive early in his career, and you changed that. Obviously, it's been working out for him, but why did you decide to do that?
I decided to put just a little bit more power, settle him down a little bit more, and make sure he make more damage with his punches. And that's what we've been doing for all this time.
All right, great. Listen, congratulations, Oscar, again. Wonderful performance. You're sharp as ever. Robert, tremendous job. And good luck to you. October 30th, is it? Pay-per-view in Arizona. All right, Rich, back to you ringside.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Congratulations to Oscar De La Hoya as he picks up his 10th consecutive victory. And we're going to be able to show you a little bit more boxing action when we return after Schneider and Manny Castillo. So stay tuned. We'll be back here to the Region Beverly Wilshire in just a few moments.